So apparently Demi Lovato has went from she, her to they, them, and now back to she, her. Let's talk about it.
Demi Lovato has revealed she got tired of using they, them pronouns due to constantly having to educate people about it. She said it was exhausting. Well, I know the feeling, Demi. She's exhausting, isn't she, Tommy?
So this proves nothing but she did it only to be trendy. I mean, who does that? Who announces that, they have new pronouns and then after what, like, was it a few months? I don't exactly know how long it's been, but like all of a sudden, you know what? Nah, like I tried it, not for me. I'm just, it's just too much. And this kind of behavior subconsciously creates a negative impact to us real trans people. We don't just change our minds when something gets rough or something gets difficult. Actually, you know what? We don't even care for the validation. And just speaking for my own experience, as a trans person, I never once asked anybody to call me she and her. If they ask me, I'll respond, but I never told anybody that my pronouns are this. That is the whole point of me transitioning in the first place, so that people can see me and treat me as a woman without saying a word. That was my whole goal. And I think that is, the whole point of being trans is to transition from one sex to another, at least physically, to resemble the appearance of the opposite sex so that people can see you and treat you in society the way you want to. It used to be so simple, right? It used to be so simple before we added all of these new pronouns like ze, they, me, them. It used to be just he, him, she, her. And now it got so confusing and ridiculous. And, it's just really become a circus now. And, we as trans people are kind of affected by that. Because of people like Demi who are doing this just to be trendy, gives people an idea of you know what? I am so sick of this. I am so fed up with it. From now on, I'm just going to call you he, him, even if, I am a trans woman. I get sucked into that mess as well. I get bundled up into, because we're all in one community, right? LGBTQ, all the letters making a Wi-Fi password, like what Blair said. So, it does affect us as well. You might not know it, but it does. Especially if you are, kind of a celebrity. Sam Smith is another one who has done this. Came out as gay, came out as non-binary, used he, him, now they, them. For the record, and I'm not going to speak for all trans people, but I have felt like I have always been a she ever since. Since I was a kid. That never changed. I never once changed my preferred pronouns. Didn't care about the trends. I never really cared for trends, even in style, fashion, the latest gadget. I never really gave a shit about those things. I am the kind of person that likes to, listen to the beat of my own drums, if that's even the correct saying.
It's all exhausting. Listen, nobody cares what you choose to be. It's just this. Everybody has to keep up with what you feel like today or tomorrow. Everybody has to change the way that they address you. And if somebody, heaven forbid, makes a mistake, then all of a sudden they're a transphobe and they're akin to a domestic terrorist. It is absolutely ludicrous.
Fucking exactly. People get so mad when they get misgendered. And yet they're changing their pronouns every 5 seconds. I just made a video about, this trans barista like lashing out, acting all crazy and hysterical because her coworker has been misgendered. He was a trans man, and the customer called her a she, which was an honest mistake. And if you ask me, like, if somebody is calling you a she and you are a trans man, that means you need to do better in your transition. Sorry. I mean, why else would she refer to you as she? Because she saw you as a woman. So you need to do better in your transition. That's really the only solution for people to refer to you as your chosen identity. It's not by telling every single person what your pronouns are. You should present that way naturally. You should present yourself in a way where people will just naturally call you by whatever pronouns you prefer. If you know that you are not quite there yet with your transition and still expect people to just call you with your preferred pronouns naturally, then you have some kind of delusion. Look in the mirror and ask yourself if you look like a man or a woman. Because people are going to tell you. And I just want to say again, if you do get misgendered, please recognize what is a mistake and what is being misgendered on purpose. Please recognize the two and don't react so negatively every single time. Please accept that being misgendered is normal. And I guess the point that I want to make in this video is that real trans people are different from all of these other people. We just are. I believe that all real trans people want is to blend in society and, just kind of quietly integrate and just really live our lives as normal as possible, projecting the gender identity that we identify as. So please don't think that, everybody in the LGBT and all of the letters are all the same, because ironically, there is a lot of disagreements and fights within the community as well. Like, we just all have different opinions about a lot of things. And, I think that's normal. I mean, I think it's kind of crazy to expect that just because we're in the same community doesn't mean we're going to have like a unified opinion of every little single thing. That's just crazy. Of course, we're going to have different takes and opinions and perspectives on a lot of things. Also, like, I don't remember any kind of real trans person ever announcing what their pronouns are. Like, for us, it should be a given, right? It should be obvious what our pronouns are. And again, personally, I would never force anybody to use my preferred pronouns. If you want to call me a he, him, sir, I will, of course, get offended and be upset, but I'll let you be, and I'll just stay away from you. I'm not going to correct you. I'm not going to lash out on you. I'm not going to get mad at you. That's your business, right? You are entitled to your own opinions and your perspective, and I respect that. But I don't need to hang out with you. I don't need to be around you. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.